This conference will now be recorded.
Well, hello everyone. Today we are so excited to announce the recipients of the Kentucky Genealogical Society's Digitization Grant for the prior year. I'm so excited. I'm joined today. I'm Christopher Paget. I'm the president of the Kentucky Genealogical Society, and I'm here with Susan Court, who is a board member and has been the chair of the grant program. Welcome, Susan.
Hello, Chris.
So glad you were able to spend some time helping us announce this today. Susan has been hard at work leading the grant committee this past year, and so we've got some exciting news to share with everyone. All right, and just a little bit of background and history on this program. You know, the Kentucky Genealogical Society, we turned 50 this year. We were founded in 1973. For the last, now we're going on 4 years, we have been offering a digitization grant program, which is helping Kentucky repositories, libraries, archives, record repositories throughout the Commonwealth that have rare, one-of-a-kind records, help them get them digitized and accessible to researchers. And so what we do is we fund grants for different record collections that are rare, one-of-a-kind collections. And the grants are funded through the generosity and the donations of our members, through small donations that they make when they renew their membership every year. So the way we're able to fund these grants is through $5 and $10 and $20 and $50 and $100 and sometimes a $1,000 donations that we get from members. All that money gets pulled together over the last 4 years. Through the generosity of our membership, we've raised about $25,000 that has helped us to digitize these records. So this just gives you a snapshot of the record collections that have been digitized the last 3 years. Today we'll be announcing the records that are going to get digitized for 2023. And then just give you a little bit of a map of where the grants have been awarded historically over 2020, 2021, and 2022. And in a minute, we'll be updating this map with the collections that are getting digitized this year with the grant monies. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Susan Court, who has chaired the grant program for the past year. Susan's in Arlington, Virginia. She is a exceptional board member, and she's been a great grant committee chair. And Susan, I cannot thank you enough for everything you've done to bring all this to life this year.
Well, thank you, Chris. It is my pleasure to describe the Society's grant program and committee. The committee is composed of 6 members and a chair. And I had the honor, as Chris mentioned, to serve as chair during the 2022, during which time the grantees for 2023 were selected. The committee members during my term were Marcia Logston from Livermore, Kentucky, Donna Cook from Concord, California, Paul Rieken from Lakeville, Minnesota, Jane Sheridan from Louisville, Kentucky, Eileen Stranecki, also from Louisville, Kentucky, and Diane Isaacson from Marlborough, Massachusetts. As Chris mentioned, I'm from Arlington, Virginia. Diane Isaacson, by the way, will be the new chair for the grant committee going forward. Also on this slide are the names of the member volunteers who reached out last August to potential grant applicants, mainly libraries and county genealogical and historical societies, to make sure that they knew about the program. Well, that effort paid off as we received 15 applications by the November 1st, 2022 deadline. After evaluation by the grant committee, we awarded grants just recently, actually, to 4 of the applicants with the funds that we had available. So let me tell you about those funds or those grants now. There are 4 of them, as I mentioned. To start, the Hickman County Historical Society, located in Clinton, Kentucky. A grant to digitize original copies of the Hickman County Gazette from 1862 to the time the paper ceased publication in the 20th century, including an 1865 edition, which may be the only extant edition of the newspaper from the Civil War community. The record set covers a geographic area including Clinton, Columbus, and Hickman counties, the Benge route of the Trail of Tears, and the Jackson Purchase in Kentucky. The Johnson County Historical and Genealogical Society, located in Paintsville, Kentucky. A grant to digitize the collection belonging to the late local historian Val McKenzie, including pictures, journals, church records, military records, family Bible, genealogies, and handwritten notebooks he created while working on his collection. The record set spans a period dating back 150 years and covers the geographic area of Johnson and Floyd counties. The Loretto Heritage Center, located in Nearings, Kentucky. A grant to digitize the records of 4 Kentucky schools run by the Sisters of Loretto, including information about the pupils, their parents, and employees at their institutions, as well as financial documentation and transactions involving African Americans. The record set spans a period of 90 to 180 years and covers the geographic area of Marion and Nelson counties. And finally, the Madison County Public Library, located in Richmond, Kentucky. A grant to digitize early Madison County records, including guardianships and apprenticeships, commissioner deeds, affidavits of descent, and guardian settlements, as well as records of enslaved people. The record set spans a period from the early 1800s to the mid-1900s and primarily covers the Madison County geographic area. And now we have an updated map of all of our grantees, and you can see the new ones are located east to west on this map.
Thank you so much, Susan. It's so exciting to see the culmination of your committee's work all come together in this announcement today. I am just beyond thrilled at the work of you and all the volunteers. You all have done an exceptional job, and this digitization grant program is what gets me excited about our society. It's again funded by members making small donations of $5 and $10. That money all combines together, and as I said earlier, we've now raised about $25,000 to award these types of grants to these rare, one-of-a-kind Kentucky collections that can help researchers throughout Kentucky and all over the globe who are researching their Kentucky roots. So before we wrap up, the call to action for anyone who's participating and listening to this is please make a donation. If you're a member, you can make a donation when you renew your membership, or you can make a donation at any time at kygs.org. We're completely a grassroots, nonprofit, volunteer-driven organization. We have no staff, we have no building. Our overhead is extremely low. We pour most of the resources that we generate into our programs, and this grant program is a key aspect of what we do. So thank you, Susan. Thank you to all of the members all over the world who donated small and large donations. It all adds up, and look forward to what Diane's going to and the committee's going to bring for us for next year. So thank you. Anything you want to share, Susan, before we wrap up today?
No, except that it was really an honor and a pleasure working with the committee and also the other volunteers who helped reach out to the libraries and the Gen societies and historical societies. It was a wonderful group of people, and I really enjoyed it. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you so much. Thanks, everybody, and have a good day. Take care.